was a child of the 60s, right? A child in the 60s. And we had all these, cartoony commercials for cereals and things. And then the one that bothered me the most, creeped me out, were when animals, even cartoon animals, wanted you to eat them. Like Charlie the Tuna was pissed off that he didn't get chosen. And there was some chicken who was always like, "Arr." Right? I think the most disturbing of all was the Oscar Mayer Wiener. You remember the Oscar Mayer Wiener song? Well, if you're old enough, you will. And, believe me, I don't want to be a wiener. I never wanted to be a wiener, okay? But if you're in the right kind of crowd, let's say they're over a certain age, and they've had a few, wobblies, right? You can start singing that Oscar Mayer Wiener song, and they'll join in and they'll start like this is our cultural connection. I mean, I somehow feel cheated in a way. I know it's what we all go to. Everyone has familiar things, but I still remember all those jingles. And like, how many memory cells do I actually have? I mean, really. I mean, it's all in there, right? Everything is in there. Anyway, all the stuff from some little troll who's claiming that somebody's always trying to steal his Lucky Charms, and they're magically delicious. At nighttime he turns into a little evil troll that eats babies. I don't know. And then the tricks are for kids. Rabbit, Toucan Sam, the little bear for like what was it, Honey Crisps, and then let's not get into Count Chocula, and who's the other? Frankenberries. Okay, why don't they just say, look, kids, we got some shit here that makes absolutely, it's not even real food. We're gonna throw some sugar on it, and we're gonna advertise it to you so that you bug your parents before they go, all right, here, eat the fucking shit, leave me alone. And then you eat it, and you're like, and then you grow up all, I don't know how we made it out of the 60s. I guess because the rest of the time my mother cooked us a balanced meal, bubble and squeak. Yorkshire Pud, roast beef on Sundays, and all the good stuff. And so maybe that's what saved me. I do not know. But think about it, right? Anyway, nothing we can do about it. That's just my little Frankenberries. They're magically delicious. They're magically delicious. It has been said that life is just a journey, and that destinations are really just guideposts along the way. Otherwise, we would have nothing to strive for. Until, of course, you get to a point in your life where what is there to strive for anymore? And then you realize nothing. There was never anything really to strive for except to try and be happy. And what is happiness? Well, that could be different for everybody, I think if you get to a certain point in your life, you'll understand what your bliss is. That's what they call it. Anyway, along that journey, I've discovered a few things, and I'm not going to get into them today. What I want to do, a little story. And it snowed heavily, as you know, and a lot of people didn't shovel their sidewalks, and some did. So I had my little route set out. I won't go this way because I can't get through there. So we went out and did a few things. I said, okay, we're not going to go down that street. We're going to go down these streets because they're all shoveled, right? And for some reason, and this is one of the lessons in the journey, right? No matter how hard you try to avoid those pitfalls, I still ended up spraining my ankle, and it swelled up. And so I've been kind of in the house for a few days. I'll be all right. I'll live. This is not the first time this has happened to me. I even had a rusty nail go through my foot once. So this foot has seen a lot of things. It's had a greater journey all by itself than me, if you know what I mean. My foot has been been a journey all by itself. But I persevere. And so anyway, I can't do the kind of video I wanted to do today. However, I was going through a lot of my older footage I have never aired, and there were some videos I wanted to make and didn't do. And some I made recently and just haven't posted, and pardon me. And so I thought I would go through a bit of that right now. You'll see. I did one where I wanted to do something called the Hurry Man meals. There's a whole spiel about, you know, the young guy who's in a hurry. He's been up all night either playing on Xbox or like maybe on social media giving Elon Musk a hard time. I hope no, I can't say that. You know what's going to happen? The algorithm will say, you mentioned. Anyway, screw him. Okay, so yeah, and things like that. And then he can't get up in the morning, and he has to go and do, you know, make a really quick breakfast because he doesn't want to scarf down a whole bag full of Timbits or something, right? So these are a couple of quick little hacks that you could make if you're in a big hurry. Mostly humorous. I wouldn't suggest some of these, but I've had a lot of little. Here's something else I did recently. I thought this would be. I might do a whole video about this, about leftovers. You know, what can you do with things that you're cleaning out your fridge? Well, one morning I had some stuff in my fridge. I gotta use up this stuff, right? So I just threw it together and made a breakfast. It's great. I'll show that to you right now. This is actually newer footage, as you can see. So, in fact, it was my breakfast just the other day. So I decided to record it. I should do that all the time. I made something fantastic last night for dinner. My wife was helping me out because I couldn't stand in one place for too long. But we managed to make something really good. And I thought, and I should have recorded this. I'll do it again. Anyway, so here it is. Well, it's time to clean out the fridge and make some breakfast. So what have I got here that I have to get rid of? I have an old half of a quarter maybe of a red onion, some mushrooms I need to use up, some garlic I probably need to use up, and some baby spinach, and whatever this is, I'm just going to cut off the ends. Just going to chop all this up. We're going to have it with some eggs. That's what I like to do. I like to clean up the fridge every now and then, see what have I got in there. And maybe one day I'll make a really long video about leftovers, right? Or things you find in the fridge. And I won't even plan ahead. I'll just do it. All right, so I'm just going to chop these up. There we are. And of course, the pasta resistance. Feta mozzarella. Also, it's been in the fridge not too long, but I like to use it. There it is. Mike's leftovers for breakfast. Yes, sir. I like it. All right. That's it. Time to eat. Oh, and also, you know, I also once wanted to do a video about time travel tourism. You know, I thought that would be a thing. And, well, I don't know. What can I say? Time travel tourism. It could be a thing, maybe in the future, or maybe it already has been. We'll never know. Because, you know, the grandfather paradox, right? So we'll never know. It probably happened. It's probably somebody has a scrapbook somewhere in the future of them, you know, selfies in front of things. Yeah, so, and then I'll see you next time. I'll get back to it. I'll get back on my feet and I'll be able to go out and get the ingredients that I need to make the thing I really want to make. And you'll like it. Yes.